Hey everybody, what is up? It's OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show. And as I promised you people when I started this show, I am going to scour the planet and find you the best value hi-fi from $1,000 all the way to, I doubt I'll ever go to $1 million, but let's say $1,000 to $100,000. I'm going to find you the best products at the best value in the market, okay? This isn't just a spectacle about what we can find for how expensive. This is like, let's find some value to this stuff and let's really realize the value and make sure that it has a value. Doesn't mean anything wrong with the other stuff. It just means that's not me, okay? I'm the guy that shows you the value. What I'm here today for is to sell you. And I say sell you just so it's clear that I'm here to sell you something, okay? I'm not here. It's really funny. I'm going to take a second. There's a side note. Regardless whether the person on the video is actually selling the product, they are still very much selling because they are anything. Actually, it's anything in life. You are sold something on a consistent basis. I'm up on the up and up. I tell you I'm selling you something. That's why this thing is named I Sell Your Ass a $5,500 DAC, because that's what I intend to do right now. And you will see why. What I have is sitting right behind me. And we're going to go up, and it's on top of this transport. This is the audio analog, the AADAC, or the AADAC. Here it is. And what this is this is a discrete DAC. It's made in Italy. When I say discrete, I mean the output section is fully balanced and discrete. If we look inside here, and later we'll go inside, you can see those red WEMA caps. We go inside, there's two, it's a dual mono output section with twin differential discrete outputs. That means there's no op amps. It's all done discrete, which is a higher quality level. It's kind of old school, but it is a high quality level in way of doing things. And as you can see, this does decode DSD natively, as well as all the PCMs. It has a headphone output, so you can listen to headphones. And if you want to use this as a headphone DAC, and then you have an option of using the volume control or using this where you bypass the volume control. Now look at that you see that little symbol there next to AES EBU to the right? Guess what that means? You know what that means. That means Bluetooth. So here is a very unique DAC. You see that antenna back there? That is for the Bluetooth. So I can stream to this thing from my telephone using anything that I'm listening to music on my phone. I can stream it to this baby and listen to it on the system. And I will show you that later. We can do some comparisons. I will compare streaming it from your phone to streaming it from an $11,500 Playback Designs top-of-the-line streamer. And you can hear the difference and see, hey, maybe that's pretty darn close for the money difference. This alone is $11,500, and then you need the DAC on top of it, whereas this whole DAC is $5,500. I think this thing is a stunning value. And it's a great piece for if you don't have a streamer, if you're coming from vinyl or something like that, and you want a piece that does it all, that isn't overly complicated, that is very simple, that has actual differential outputs. If we look on back, I will go around. See, I got to turn this a little bit for you. You can see they're balanced outputs, USB inputs. It's got AES input, what we're using right now. It's very high quality. This is, and I've done this, and you'll probably see it when we go inside. I think I did this already, but, no ring, because it's thick gauge. Yes, it is bent sheet metal, but it is high quality sheet metal with a very high quality finish, which I'm sure you can see on here. Got to put my finger there to get it to focus. Anyway, so this is really well made. The tolerance is very high quality. And tight tolerance, and this is made in Italy. In fact, you'll see in my other video, in the other portion of the video, where even the desiccant that's used in the packing of this box is from Italy as well. So normally, those little packs of little pellets that soak up moisture, at least those are going to be from Asia. But not in this. Even the desiccant is made in Italy. So this is through and through built in Italy. highest quality, and only $5,500. It's kind of a no-brainer. Here we have the audio analog, look at that, costruito in Italia. We have the AADAC right here. We open this puppy up. This is the DAC I'm telling you guys about. And here we get the power cord. We have an antenna for Bluetooth. We've got a USB cable for USB. And look at this, man. You get a remote. And look at that. A nice remote, a metal, heavy remote. With the plate on back. It comes with your Allen wrench so you can put the batteries in. So it's a heavy-duty remote, no plastic BS, like many companies will do. Okay. Here, let's take a look. Let's pull this out, pull these out, and pull this. Now we've got the manual, and we've got the DAC right here. Let me pull this out. I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to put it in the rig. Hold on. Even the desiccant is made in Italy, so that's a good sign right there. You can see it's audio analog of Italy. We've got our inputs there. We've got the different locks of what this will lock to, the signal locks, PCM and DSD, and we have a headphone output. And you can see the little pinhole LEDs which go around here, and I love the units that have this. You press dut, 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 it'll go through my inputs, and then we select by turning this just like that. Super cool. It's got a remote. Yep, and I can feel it. Dut, 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 dut. You push it. I'm pressing. You press it to actuate it, and then you turn it, and you can feel the detents. So very nice, remote controlled. Oh yeah, let's go around to the back. You can see again. Let's do the knock test. So solid, no ring, even though it is sheet metal. You can tell they took care in making this sheet metal because it doesn't ring. Okay, on the side doesn't ring, even though it's heavy gauge sheet metal. Now we look on back, look how beautiful this is. We've got the antenna for our Bluetooth because we can Bluetooth our phone to this. Instead of a streamer, it's got Bluetooth in, so we can do that from the phone. And we've got a USB in, all our digital ins, coax, and our outputs, both differential and RCA, and our AC mains and our power switch. So let's go inside and see what this thing's built like. And what do we got? Hold on. So now I have this puppy open, and we can see this gorgeous internal. And let me go through this. Clearly, as you can see a line right down the middle, right? So you see two different halves. This is the left side, the right side. What you're seeing here is a fully discrete output section. Not only is it fully discrete, but it uses Dale military grade resistors. So these are the highest grade resistors you can get pretty much, other than maybe AADAC or whatever. But they're very high grade resistors, WEMA capacitors, and remember what I told you about the 3 wires? See how there's 3 wires there? That means this is a differential output. So this is a fully balanced output stage, which goes to the XLRs. So when using this gear together, you're going to use the balanced out to the balanced input of the amp, because that's going to be your best way to go. As you can see, remember we saw this in the playback designs, there's actually 3 power supplies, not just one for the digital and one for the analog, but there is one for each analog stage and then one for the digital. They're completely separate power supplies. You can see sort of the front back of the panel. This works as either direct DAC or a DAC with a volume control. So you do not need a preamp if you're going to use this if you don't have analog. Okay, you just have digital. Furthermore, there's 7 different digital filters. This thing's based on the Sabre 9038. And don't try and get any prejudged notions about what things sound like with the 9038. Because it all depends on how it's implemented. And I've heard this thing, and it sounds extremely musical and very transparent and very good. So this is a really, really beautiful sounding DAC. What else can I tell you about it? Oh, you can turn 3 different levels of the LEDs on the front. It has a headphone output on the front, which when you click it in, it mutes the normal circuit. It has a lot of features on here that make it a very useful piece. It's a nice step up from the $2,500 Nuontech, which is really just a bare bones, no frills DAC. Here is the next step up. Another question you may have is that this Bluetooth is HD aptics. So this is HD Bluetooth, not standard Bluetooth, but this will actually transmit 1644 up to 1648 via Bluetooth. So it is the highest quality Bluetooth currently available. And this is a hell of a piece, again, built in Italy using all very high-grade components. Okay, so that is the wrap for the Audio Analog AADAC. It is a killer piece. I've brought you the $5,500 DAC now, which there was an open spot in the offerings at that point, and now there's something to fill that, and it was worth the wait. I was not going to bring you something just to jam it in there in that spot. Now I have found you the perfect piece in that $5,500 range. As an extra bonus for the Hi-Fi Tribe, if you're not a member of the Hi-Fi Tribe, go to 11 Stereo, sign up for it. It's free. Contact me. The first 3 of you that contact me to get this DAC are going to get special pricing, and it's going to be the Hi-Fi Tribe hookup for real. So if it's even close to in your range, call me up. You're going to be surprised at what I offer you for the first 3 pieces out the door. So pick up the phone and holler. And what else was I going to say? Oh, what's coming up, man? Next video, I will show you guys. Whoop, where'd it go? Right there. The kick-ass amplifier coming up. And wait till you hear about that piece and I do that video. So thanks for joining. See you.